Eric Patrick Clapton was born on March 30, 1945, in Ripley, Surrey, England. His early life was marked by complexity and emotional challenges. He was born to Patricia Molly Clapton, who was only 16 at the time, and Edward Walter Fryer, a Canadian soldier who left the country before Eric was born. To protect Patricia from social pressure, Eric was raised believing his grandparents were his parents, and his mother was his sister. This revelation, which he learned as a teenager, shaped much of his emotional world and later influenced his music. Growing up, Clapton showed an early fascination with music, especially the blues, which was unusual for British youth at that time. Influenced by artists like Muddy Waters and Robert Johnson, he developed a deep admiration for American blues musicians. Discovering the guitar and early musical journey. Clapton's love for guitar began in his early teens. At 13, he received his first guitar, though he initially struggled to play it. However, by age 16, he had become highly skilled, practicing constantly. His playing style stood out because he blended passion, precision, and emotional intensity. This foundation later made him one of the greatest guitarists in rock history. After completing secondary school, Clapton studied briefly at Kingston College of Art but was expelled for spending more time playing the guitar than attending classes. His exit from college actually set him on the path to full-time music. He began busking and playing in local clubs, where his exceptional talent quickly attracted attention. Rise to fame with the Yardbirds. In 1963, Clapton joined the Yardbirds, a British rock band deeply rooted in blues. This was his first major breakthrough. The band gained popularity for their energetic blues rock sound, and Clapton emerged as a standout guitarist. However, when the band shifted toward a more commercial pop sound with the release of their hit For Your Love, Clapton felt the music drifted from authentic blues. He left the band in 1965 based on artistic differences, an early sign of his dedication to musical integrity. Cream and international stardom. Soon after leaving the Yardbirds, Clapton formed Cream in 1966 alongside Jack Bruce and Ginger Baker. The band blended blues, rock, and psychedelic elements, producing an explosive sound that changed rock music. Cream became one of the first supergroups and delivered classics such as Sunshine of Your Love, White Room, and Crossroads. Clapton's innovative guitar solos during this era earned him the famous nickname Slow Hand. The band's improvisational live performances made them legendary, but internal tensions and ego clashes caused Cream to disband in 1968. Blind Faith and other collaborations. After Cream, Clapton worked with another supergroup, Blind Faith, featuring Steve Winwood, Ginger Baker, and Rick Gretsch. Although the band released only one album, it was well received and showed Clapton's evolving style. He also collaborated with blues legends and contributed session guitar work for various artists, including the Beatles and Aretha Franklin. Derek and the Dominos, Heartbreak and a Masterpiece. In 1970, Clapton formed Derek and the Dominos, a group that produced one of the most iconic albums in rock history, Layla and Other Assorted Love Songs. The emotional intensity of Layla came from Clapton's unrequited love for Pattie Boyd, the wife of his friend George Harrison. The album, particularly the title track, became a timeless classic, capturing tortured love and longing. Despite the success, the band dissolved shortly after due to internal conflicts and Clapton's increasing struggle with addiction. Personal struggles, addiction and recovery. The 1970s were a turbulent period for Clapton. He became addicted to heroin and later struggled with alcoholism. During this period, his career nearly collapsed, and he withdrew from the public eye. However, with support from friends and fellow musicians, Clapton eventually overcame his heroin addiction in the mid-1970s and returned to music with renewed energy. Songs like I Shot the Sheriff and Wonderful Tonight highlighted his softer, more melodic style after recovery. The 1980s and 1990s, reinvention and new success. In the 1980s, Clapton became a more polished performer. He achieved chart success with songs like Tears in Heaven, a deeply emotional tribute to his son Connor, who tragically died in an accident in 1991. The pain of this incident marked one of the darkest moments of Clapton's life, but it also inspired some of the most powerful music of his career. His Unplugged album, 1992, became one of his greatest achievements, earning multiple Grammy Awards and reintroducing him to a younger audience. Later career and legacy. Throughout the 2000s and 2010s, Clapton continued to perform, record, and collaborate. He released blues-focused albums, worked with legendary artists like B.B. King, and supported new musicians. His annual Crossroads Guitar Festival became a major event celebrating guitar excellence and raising funds for addiction recovery programs. Influence and recognition. Eric Clapton is the only musician inducted 3 times into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, as a solo artist, with the Yardbirds, and with Cream. His impact on guitar playing, blues rock, and popular music is unmatched. Known for his emotional depth, technical mastery, and lifelong love for the blues, Clapton remains one of the most influential guitarists in history. Personal life. Clapton's personal life includes several relationships and marriages. His marriages, struggles, and spiritual searching shaped his worldview. Beyond music, he is admired for philanthropy, especially through the Crossroads Center in Antigua, which helps people battling addiction, reflecting his own journey of healing.